Hey guys, welcome. No, that was weird. Let me just look at the camera. Hey guys, welcome back into the channel for, I know, more Alan Wake 2. It has been a day since the last time I got to play this, which is not a lot of time, but I have been going back to back to back, being on the edge of my seat, trying to just pour all the hours into this. So even spending one day off of this game, I'm like foaming at the mouth to get back in. And we're here, and we are officially switching realities to go back and progress Alan's story forward in the dark place. Visually, I like how they display the switch in terms of the swapping realities. This big old tornado. Pop a save real quick, and we're headed back to Parliament Tower. Yeah, the dark place. Opening soon. Initiation is still in here, technically. But we did end up getting all of our... There's our map, right? There's so much more to explore in Parliament Tower. The in-between with Mr. Door. There's still a whole nother undiscovered map in this area too. Could be the inside of the Parliament Tower. Okay. I could go ahead and take this. It looks like I already have 3 light charges though, right? Yeah. Yeah, let's keep it up. Do you think there's anywhere I need to... I mean, I could go check on Tim. Time breaker, by the way. How was that so on the nose and yet I missed? Parliament Tower. Building 6. Wonder if that one's also 6. I hear music being played in between. Let's go over to the doors real quick. Odd. There's no looming shadows or taken. I don't think it'll let me go back in, will it? It will. Right, so I can save in here if I really wanted to. I have my shoebox. Ahti? We haven't tried to come back in here. Can still go back this way. Weird. Crackers. So many donuts. Get some free exploration. Huh. I'm gonna do one sweep, even though we don't have to. I just...
It could not be opened on the side.
So we can't. Nothing in the seats? Nothing behind his desk? Is Mr. Door hiding behind the desk? Nothing. Oh dear. Be so intimidating to be up on a stage like that. Although the seats look really comfortable. Oh. Actually, some of the floor sounds waterlogged, like wet carpet. A little squishy wet carpet. You know what I mean? Such a specific sound, but once you hear it, haunts your dreams. The OD Diner. OD Diner. Yeah, I hear music playing. I think there's gonna be a safe spot inside of this. Alice. Oh no. No. Oh, I still love this. I think it's marble? Could be granite. Marble ceilings. All right, we're going up. That's strange. Those not being even? Not as in I think I found something, but that's just... Okay, asymmetrical. Three stripes, three is everywhere.
Go to hell!
Return. Initiation 6. Initiation draft. I get to keep all of this board, and why did I just get a song? From Poets of the Fall. The Happies.
You knew I am a psycho. I told you I'm a psycho.
They might play this in the game.
You knew I'm a psycho. I told you I'm a psycho. Really, I'm a psycho.
Was that the song that plays when you're fighting Scratch and things in American Nightmare? When we're coming out from the power plant or turning back on the lights and everything? I want to say that there was a segment maybe where we saw that song. I'm going to listen to it if we don't hear in this segment, but I think we just got it because it's going to turn on here. Maybe. Because baby, I'm a psycho. I guess a real... a literal callback to, I mean, take your pick. Psycho, American Psycho. Close the door. Alice, honey. I also always think Alice in Wonderland. Oh, she's so nice with the plans. Oh, very nice. Alice, sweetie. Red room.
Alice had turned the bathroom into a dark room.
Okay. 2 single sinks, not a joint. I actually kind of prefer that. Do you need the counter space? Maybe. Oh, those mirrors aren't the ones that fold out though, I don't think. Unless it's built into the wall. Apple, crackers, cup. Oh my gosh, look at the cup. It has light bulbs up, like upside down, like screwed into it. A hand. Oh, I love the wainscoting. Oh, the tiled floor. Maybe they just did a, you know what? It looks like they just renoed their, still not the same layout as their original apartment, but they probably just renoed it maybe. Pictures of the shadows and things like that, of the dark place. But there's 2 hands. And with a light source, like a white kind of bright thing in the center. Same thing over there. Okay, developer. Was that me coming in? Right there, right now. No such thing as too personal. The photos are me. Okay, just wanted to show a glimpse. Make you see what's beneath the surface. No, 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 no. Just wanted to show you a glimpse, make you see what's below the surface. What's deeper in Alan? That is an insanely long shower curtain. I don't know where you'd have to get that custom made. What? Maybe it's like an, I guess it could be a normal curtain rod. I mean, that's aggressive. That curtain does not cover all of that either. Sorry. Not the point of the segment of this game. So she's getting ready for the exhibition. What's on this? Can't see. My spiral door.
I needed to get inside the manuscript.
Opening soon. Our next video from Alice. I was like, I don't know why, but I feel like this place is shrinking. But it's just because... Barry. Barry. Hey, Alice. Which is really weird because they didn't have a lot in common. The only thing they had in common was Alan. So it's strange to see. Joined a cult. Wait, okay, hold on. Greetings from Hollywood. From Barry to Alice. This was in 2021. Hey Alice, I'm more a fish out of water in Hollywood than I ever was in the Pacific Northwest wilderness. These yuppies with their glow-in-the-dark teeth couldn't be more fake if they had 6 fingers. And everything is so flippin' great all the time, even when in fact it's the opposite. More than once I've thrown up in my mouth during these meetings with these movie exec jerks. But I gotta be here to look for Al's a legacy. Everyone wants to gobble up the film rights for the Casey books, and they have moronic ideas of what to do with them. It's my duty to herd this horde of tanned zombies into the general direction of something resembling good taste. I'm painfully aware how deeply Al would have hated adaptations if they didn't do justice to his vision. I feel like they hardly probably do. He was a master of hating things deeply, for good reasons. I mean, that's why we loved him so much, right? Anyway, gotta hop on another video call now to talk about casting. Your pal, Barry. Can't imagine casting anyone else. Joined a cult from Barry to Alice, 2022. Okay, so this is nearly a year later, just shy of a year later. Hey Alice, you're gonna think I've been replaced by an evil double, but I have joined a cult and I love it. That's exactly what a cult would say. Joking about it being a cult, kinda. Blessed wellness retreat. Blessed. A para-utilitarian. Did he join a para-criminal group? So, working with Al or the Andersons was tough sometimes. I'm gonna go with blessed. But these movie biz types are insane. My stress levels were through the roof. But then I was tipped off about this retreat. The best decision I ever made. I've never felt this good and well healthy. The guy who runs this place, Chester, is a goddamn miracle worker. Not a wacko in any way, Chester. I know you think I'm full of crap, but I've lost a ton of weight. You wouldn't recognize me. Chester says I'm lucky to have ended up here, that something bad would have happened to me if I'd stayed in New York. I believe him. I wasn't feeling great after everything that happened, especially after those FBC creepos wanted to chat with me, enough to turn anyone into a conspiracy nut. I hope you are good over there. Come visit anytime. West Coast is not as bad as I made it sound in my earlier mails. Your pal Barry. I'm not seeing any responses from her. And also he always said your pal Barry to Alan, not to Alice. They weren't close. Like, in fact, they seldom got along. Like, I think if it hadn't been for Alan, they would not even talk to each other. Of course, Alan is still probably the reason why he's clinging to her. Or trying to message her. Something bad would have happened if I stayed in New York. Control. What about the future of Control? Does the Blessed group have something to do with what's to come in the future of Control? Why would they know that something bad would have happened? I guess it could have been a myriad of reasons. Checking in. Okay, so a month later, hey Alice, checking in because I haven't heard from you. Everything good back there? I've been trapped in non-stop meetings with no breaks. Open kimono. I've considered peeing in a mug. And lunches be damned. How these people ever get a movie made when all they do is sit in meetings is beyond me. Your pal, Barry. 6 months ago. Okay, March 28th. 4:44. Oh my gosh. Wait, 4:44. I will say, like, look, he's 12:30. Why is he up so early? Hey Alice, shark circling. They now want to turn what happened to Al into a movie or a TV show or get this, a flippin' video game. I told them to screw off. Also, in case you hear about this from someone else, a true crime writer named Tammy Booker is working on a book about Al. Tammy. I hunted down her publisher and told them we'll sue. Don't worry, I got you covered. Your pal Barry. At 4:44 in the morning? Can you imagine the worst, making it into a video game? The horror. How is everything? 4 months ago. In May, 11:03 p.m. Hey Alice, everything good with you back at home? Just checking in. Tried to call but couldn't reach you. You're probably just deep in your creative process. I know how you artists get when you're in the middle of your projects. Everything else disappears. If you call back and can't reach me, I'm doing whatever it is an executive producer is supposed to do. Still a mystery to me. Oh, and if you want me to help with anything business related to your exhibition, just say the word. Your pal Barry. But is this in the dark place because this is how Alan imagines Barry would have assisted Alice? Like, why are we not able to see any responses from Alice? Is it because she didn't respond, or is it because this is just what Alan would have hoped that Barry would do? Look after Alice, even when he was gone.
For months after Ellen died, I didn't leave the apartment.
The depths. Sweet.
I was flattened
Trigger when viewer close, intimate.
by the confusion, shock, the guilt, fear. I could barely get out of bed. Barry Wheeler started visiting. He even cooked me meals.
Oh, he did help.
I couldn't stand the guy when I first met him, but he's a better friend than I gave him credit for. And he still checks in, even after he moved out west.
Part 2-1. He's a better friend than I give him credit for. Okay, so Barry was helping her. Barry was. He was a good guy. At that moment when he came out with Christmas lights. See, that looks like Scratch. That doesn't feel like Alan. Is that a pie? Okay. Why is there pie everywhere? No, that's interesting. Being surrounded by darkness. The only light being yourself. Or it's showing.
Alice's work had consumed the apartment. Her whole life.
Was it in an effort to preserve the memory of Alan, or was it to save herself from her own dark place? Or his darkness? Need to show you the truth. On all screens. 2, yes, okay. 3, the darker the better. Huh. Oh yeah. It's flipped. That looks like Alan with a bullet, a gunshot to the head. Blood splattered all over. So if this was all dark and all you would see is the white. I don't like that. A hand. The clicker. The clicker in the water. Are those the eyes of Alice? Look at those eyes. Okay, I guess we should do this one next. Part 2. Weaknesses, clarity.
One morning, I saw a deer soar past my bedroom window. It was a balloon of some cartoon animal. And I looked out at the street below, and I saw a little girl crying. Like losing that balloon had just ended her whole world. It was the perfect image of the horror of caring. And that's when I got myself out of bed. And I picked up my camera.
Did you see your shirt in that? Picked up my camera. The 12th annual NSVA. NSVA. It's like a little owl. Film festival. Oh, is that not 12th annual Night Springs VA, Night Springs. Oh gosh. Something. Night Springs something. Film festival. Visual Arts Film Festival? Maybe? With an owl. The comeback. Weakness is clarity. A balloon with an animal. It was like she had lost her whole world. I do find, or I feel as though in the moments and the depths of grief, there's sometimes this pivotal moment that just pulls you back out. Like reaches up and grabs you. Reminds you that we have to continue. I'm a little scared about this one. The search, clarity is
There was
purpose.
something in the dark. Something I needed to see, to show. The more
light.
shadows I photographed and filmed, the more I felt like I was on the verge of a breakthrough. I submerged myself in it. I only went out at night. My search became obsessive, but
The light
I
went
still
out.
had no idea what I was looking for.
Part 2 out of 3. I want to see something.
For months after Ellen died, I didn't leave the apartment. I was flattened by the confusion, the shock, the guilt, fear.
The lamp isn't doing anything.
I could barely get out of bed. Barry Wheeler started visiting. He even cooked me meals. I couldn't stand the guy when I first met him, but he's a better friend than I gave him credit for. He still checks in. Even after he moved out west.
Nothing in that.
One morning, I saw a deer soar past my bedroom window. It was a balloon of some cartoon animal. And I looked out at the street below, and I saw a little girl crying. Like losing that balloon had just ended her whole world.
Mm.
It was the perfect image of the horror of caring. And that's when I got myself out of bed. And I picked up my camera.
Nothing in that one either. The only one that had it was this one. When she's...
There was something in the dark. Something I needed to see, to show. The more
background.
shadows I photographed and filmed, the more I felt like I was on the verge of a breakthrough. I submerged myself in it. I only went out at night. My search became obsessive, but I still had no idea what I was looking for.
I just want to watch that one more time. Does it affect how you see the lighting on her face? Like that camera? No.
There was something.
But this shot
in the
feels very different from the others because half of her face is in the darkness and the other half is in the light. But this, in this segment, she's talking about the darkness specifically. Like, look at this. Probably the same thing. Like when she's doing all of these, it's so beautifully done because it is like her face is half and half.
For months.
Yeah, but this one also had it. The camera was, or the light in the background was flickering. I don't think it's Morse code. I wanted to believe at first that there was a message.
When I was younger, photography was everything to me. I moved to New York thinking I'd make it as an artist. And then I met Alan. We had a good thing. We were both dedicated by our creative ambitions. The only difference was that Alan's work made money. He brought me work when he could. I took his promo shots, created covers for his books. I'm sure he forced his publisher into it. I was taking photos, just not my photos. And that gnawed at me. Things got complicated sometimes, but that's life, right? We loved each other. Then Alan hit a block. I brought out a meaner side of him. One I didn't like. I set up a trip to see a doctor in Washington.
Okay, the light still hasn't flickered
I
yet.
didn't tell him until we got there. We argued. Things went wrong. Then he was just gone. Drowned, allegedly. It's easy for people to think it was my fault.
Mm.
Hell, I do, too, sometimes. About 6 years ago, I started hearing noises in the night. Typewriter keys clacking. Voices. Alan was back,
It's happening.
haunting me.
It's happening. When she talked
And
about
it
the
got violent.
she talked about the darkness and it started happening. Now she's talking about
It was Alan,
Scratch.
and yet it was a monster.
I knew that it happened in one of the first
He always
tapes.
did have anger in him.
I just couldn't remember where.
I set up cameras around the apartment with motion sensors and flashes. Now, when the monster comes, I turn
Monster.
it into art. My nightmares caught on film. And this is the focus of my new exhibition. To show people The world is so much darker than they ever knew. I'm calling this exhibit The Dark Place.
It flickered right there when she said the dark place too. At first I thought it could have been Morse code, but now what if it's flickering at certain words? So for example, when she said monster, it flickered. It went flickered and then not for anything else. What if it does tell a message, but it's through what she's saying? So whenever it flickers on and off is when you're supposed to write down the words, but it appears as though the light is impacted anytime she talks about the darkness or specifically Mr. Scratch. That is very much giving, like, Shining, here's Johnny, creepy, scary. That is not something I'd want to see in a dark hallway. Close that door. Close that door.
There's a world hidden behind ours.
Look.
A dark tide ebbing and flowing against reality. Faces in the shadows. Fear of the dark is really just fear of what could be. That vast, paralyzing ocean. But photography can freeze reality in a snapshot. Put a cage around the infinite and capture it. I need to prove those faces are really there.
The light was freaking out all during that segment. 2-4. All during that. Just the art of Alice Wake. Scratch. Connection, the pain through love. No boundaries, be ruthless. That looks like a cup of coffee for some reason. Part 4, the realization, purpose is strength. This does feel like their old bedroom, in a way. Oh, wait. Used to be a bathroom. The dark place, the art of Alice. Spiral. The writer's room is behind the spiral. But does the writer's room look different depending on my experiences? Has it always looked like the cabin? Or did it transform into looking like the cabin?
The full manuscript of a novel. Return. A horror story about the dark presence escaping from the dark place, taking over Bright Falls. I couldn't remember writing it. I had not written it. I would never write this. I knew who had. Scratch. A monster with my face. If this story came true, Scratch would get out, people would die. Destroying the manuscript, it wouldn't stop it from happening. I would have to fix it, edit it. I could not change the genre of the story. I'd have to work within the constraints set by Scratch.
Wait.
I needed someone in the story to fight the darkness.
He was
Saga
the one
Anderson.
scratching out?
I kept seeing her in my visions. She was already in Bright Falls, already involved, but she was not in Return. Not yet. I'd write her in. Try to stop Scratch within the limits of the horror story. It was almost impossible. It was taking too long. I had not reached the end.
The dark presence is here. End of parts. Return. What? What? Oh no, not my loop again. That it loops for. What if? Okay, so it's not meant for me. I thought it for sure was Mr. Scratch. I need to go back and look at every... The dark chamber in my head. I need to look back and see, because there were moments, I will say, like, I was so sure, okay, Scratch is scratching out. And there were some things that he was writing into the narrative that made me question. I'd be like, there were moments where I was like, why would Scratch write this? But I was so certain. I guess Alan was straightforward at the beginning, though. He said that he didn't remember writing Return.
This message that you send to this winding road.
Shoes. But also, and then, but how? Okay. This is brilliant. So we wrote Saga Anderson's story. So he did write in her daughter. What if it's just like a self-fulfilling prophecy and he becomes one with Mr. Scratch because of what he feels like he's pushed to do in order to survive, in order to return, in order to save the narrative and everyone. But through doing so, you become what you hated to begin with. You live long enough to see yourself become the villain. Gosh. I love it. I love it. I will never understand it fully, and I actually love it for that reason. The Dark Presence. They are slightly different iterations, though, apparently. It does look like we're gonna keep going, you guys. That was not enough. I need to know more. I'm back. And the owl is in a different shape.
Scratch stopped me before I could finish my edits to the manuscript.
Yeah. We have to start again.
The memory of my edits was already fading. Terrible things would happen if the manuscript came true. Scratch was there, at Parliament Tower, undoing my work. He could use the story to escape. He could go after Alice.
That's my favorite part about this room. Ready? The owls are always watching. Yeah, so he'd go after Alice. Oh my...
Zane had said we worked on Return together.
I didn't mean to sit down and...
Scratch wrote Return. I would pay Zane another visit. He had guided me to 2 murder sites. I needed a new one to get back to Parliament Tower. A new draft of initiation.
Another murder. Whoa, I've been through it. Oh, it's flooding. The water's spreading. This is like mass initiation 7. This is like what leaked out. Remember how there was so much water that I feel like the closer he was to succeeding, the more water that we saw on the flip side too. That Saga was having to deal with, the flooding. Oh dear. Okay, let's go back into this room. Goals. Talk to Mr. Door. Mr. Door, what do you know? I was trying to get into words of, the words of power. Television. There's more to Alice's journey, writer's journey, and the Night Spring commercials. 2 out of 2 so far. We don't know if there's more.
I needed a new draft of the story. One that would get me ahead of Scratch.
Part 1 mass. Running out of time. Scratch wrote Return. He stopped me before I could reach the end with my edits. He had it now. The horror stories would still come true. I had to stop Scratch before he escaped. One last chance. One last draft of initiation to get me there. Scratch wrote Return. He has it. Stop him. So we have to shift to something else. Man, this really, I mean, the looping factor for sure, but now it feels Man, yeah, I would just say if you've played this but you haven't played Alan Wake American Nightmare, that I just think there's so much that ties and tethers to this in so many beautiful ways. Not that I'll ever fully understand Scratch, but oh hey, Echoes Draft 2, we got all 8. KC billboards, we still have to find more. Yeah, the various artists. Oh, I think it's because we're still trying to collect all of those. I think The Road was the same song that we've heard, but I thought there were different variations of the. And in the we have one more Old Gods of Asgard song too. Ooh, okay. I am not looking so good. I've definitely seen better days. Salted only. It's kind of. They're on air. I could switch back if I really wanted to. What? It's freaky to switch realities when you're. I could switch back, but you know what, guys? Let's stick with this because, well, first of all, fix that. Okay, the inventory's fixed. Let's stay here. It won't let me.
It could not be opened on this side.
I like the way he says that. It could not be opened on this side. My laundry. Ahti, we're gonna have some insane mold problems. I need your help. There he is. On air.
I don't have time for this, so let's get it over with. Tell me, was this all fake? A show?
No one said otherwise, Mr. Wake. It was to indulge you, but we can stop pretending now.
Masks come off.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I don't even think you know who's under your mask, but you know how to make things difficult for yourself. All these rules, endless, convoluted loops you insist on going through. You are so lucky. You know,
Look at that stance.
there are so many people helping you. Armies of people. Myself. Your wife.
Alice. I need to get to her. She's in danger.
She is. Because of you. And so is someone important to me, someone you pulled into this. You keep opening doors, peeking in, reaching through to get what you want, and that puts you in my path.
I don't know what you're talking about. I have to go now.
Is Saga
Maybe you will make it through this time. This has gone on long enough. This and our night springs. It was a nice distraction.
It's time someone gave me a straight answer here.
The next time we meet, the circumstances will be very different. And you would do well to return the favor by playing your part. Or stay out of my way, Mr. Wake.
Think about it. Saga's father is mysterious. We have no knowledge other than
You say.
I'm just thinking, he brings up you pulled somebody important to me into this. Why, but how? We have no knowledge of Saga's father, except that Odin and Tor didn't exactly, or Tor specifically, didn't exactly get along with him or did something to push him away. but also has spoken as if he's not, although to be fair, Mr. Door seems like, well, I was gonna say he seems like such a nice guy, but then at the same time, I mean, masks come off and stuff. He's charismatic, that could come with manipulation. I'm not entirely sure. But I've actually been thinking about this a lot. I mean, you either write in the narrative of the father not being really like there because you just don't want to have to explain it, or because he's serving a larger purpose. I'm thinking, but Saga gets her powers. Like, who is Mr. Door? Why would he be stuck here? Even if he was her father. I'm thinking this whole reveal of like, Luke, I am your father. That's where I'm like, I think, could this actually be? I need to go back and look at exactly the writing board of what Tor spoke about in relation, and what Saga has mentioned that her mother mentioned about her father. Because the moment that he said, you've pulled somebody, I need to probably rewatch that, but you pulled somebody that I care about, da-da-da-da-da. Think about what would make you mad if you had a granddaughter and Alan wrote that his granddaughter or his daughter in general was in danger or anything like that. That would get me riled up. That would make me be like, all right, we're not playing games here anymore. Okay. The grandchildren were off the table. Hello. Excuse you. You don't think. But why else would they talk about her father so much? And why else would there be this setup for him? But then what would that mean for who he is and why he's in the dark place? Is he too stuck in the dark place? Is he making the most of it? What does that mean to Alan? And what does that mean for Saga? I don't know. I'm going off of just hunches right now. I need there to be more to Saga's storyline connecting her to Alan.
Door, Zane, the masks were finally coming off.
This.
Was it a sign I was closer to escaping? I had no time to waste.
Night Springs. No time to waste. We gotta get out of here. In between with Mr. Tor. I swore Tor mentioned something about maybe him just not being who he was meant to be. Maybe it's somehow... Oh, they're down there. Do you think that... Saga's mother ran away for what it could have caused, what he could have done? There's too many unknown variables. Okay, we've got gross water all up here, soon to be flooding the stage. That is such an excellent scene. Also, that actor who plays Mr. Door is phenomenal. I do wonder, was his stance because he was trying to be at the same level as Alan? Is he naturally very tall? That's the only reason I was thinking his legs were power stanced like that in order to make him and Alan on the same height. Let's push this way. Of course it's
couldn't
locked.
Force it open.
Okay. But wait. Okay, but the only confusing thing to me there, neighbor of the beast. If... What is his connection to Old Gods of Asgard? Because then he would know. Mr. Door would know. No. My heart. Mr. Door would know. Tornodin, you need to really stop. You guys really need to stop this. Mr. Door, I want to see into this room more. Who are you? He's in between, but he has, I mean, he has photos of Tor and the old gods of Asgard as if they're buddies, but maybe this was from like a time in the past. Him having a Mr. Darling book, supposedly us together. Cinnamon rolls. You've messed with someone close to me. I mean, who else would be? I think instantly I'm like family. You know, family's got to be out of the question when it comes to pissing someone off. You know? You mess with family, you poke the bear. Ooh, I like that lampshade. It has to be in the right area, given the right circumstance. Ahti, we have some issues. We're gonna need your assistance. Ahti's down there. Okay, he's already working on it. Storage.
Awake.
You haven't a clue.
Hurry, stop. Here is the light at the end of the tunnel. If you come in last, you won't be happy.
Here is the light at the end of the tunnel. If you come in last, you won't be happy. Can I unlock this door for myself later? Locked. We go to... How come that stuff is falling off the toilets? Okay, somebody had an accident up there. Hand washing, still nothing. Check your floor. I feel like they're gonna push me around. Why was some stuff falling off? The old Gods of Asgard photo fell off.
Jumalauta, that held you close, Tom. Mutta onward, set the granny in the snow. When the panic is biggest, the help is also near.
When the panic is the biggest, the help is also near. Okay, let's close the door. Door didn't seem
Door
happy.
didn't seem happy to see me this time.
Fearing the master is the root of wisdom. But don't let the game get you down. He's playing his role. Maybe put him in your films, Tom, like you have put me. Sehän olisikin.
I put you in my films.
What films?
I'm a fan of your masterworks. There is Tom the Poet, my favorite, and Yöden Yö is the most famous one, of course. And is it true what I hear? That it's coming back to cinemas soon? Is there a bottom to this rumor?
A bottom to this rumor? I need to get to my apartment.
I need to get back to my apartment. Can you help me?
Well, plan is half done. You asked me to make sure you won't forget mikä se valokuva
Light
oli?
pictures.
Light pictures. The photos you artist wife took. They are waiting in the shoebox in the basement. What you leave behind, you find in front of you.
Okay. Thanks, Ahti.
What you leave behind, you find in front of you. There's so much wisdom in everything he's saying. I'm like, I think it's also because, you know.
I'm looking forward to seeing Yöden Yö in the
Yöden Yö.
cinema. But first, I work. And
Definitely
the
messed
work
that one up.
won't end even when you do it, perkele. Ei siinä. One potato at a time. Just remember, Tom, the brave will eat the pea soup.
I'm going to use that for now on. One potato at a time. He's got to be one of the most fabulous characters that they've created. That jacket looks familiar. Okay, I gotta go, Ahti. Are you gonna be safe here? You're fine. You're crushing it in everything you do. One potato at a time. What you left behind can be found in front of you. All right. Oh, I know where we are. Oh, this spot. This is probably why they want us to do this. To go back through. Yep, my path there. There might be something down here. One potato. So you could leave, but we want to go to the, we do want to go to the basement first, which means we have to go back through the, this area reminds me of when I had to find Harmon. That lanky, little, terrifying creep.
I would find Alice's photos in a shoebox.
It's a lot of suits. I would find Alice's photo. Oh, muffin. Okay, we can go through the Harry Garrett show. We know it's not going to be that simple. Wake. I've got 3 charges. I can have up to 4 now. Wake. I'm hearing... All right, these mannequins really need to see their way out, please. Are those peas? Wait, Ahti might have been onto something. There is a can of peas right here. The photos she took.
A bullet of light to push the darkness away.
These were Alice's photos. I recognized the style. One showed the clicker sinking into darkness. The other showed a light in the shape of a bullet.
Is that
They
what
were
that was?
important, even if I didn't know what to do with them yet.
They were important even if I didn't know what to do with them yet. Escape the talk show. You can't stop this storm. I'm gonna go through. I need to get out of here. Go, go, go. Creepy basements. Let's see if I can go talk to Ahti real quick. Ahti. I got the photos. Thank you. Okay, bye. I can see you have your hands full with the flooding. The massive flooding situation happening here. I've got 4 lights, guys. I don't know anybody by that name. I go by many names. What's in a name? Whoa! Wow. It loops. Another part done. Wow, his stories are like short chapters, but I think that's also because we're about to head back to the apartment. Okay, I know I'm coming up with some crazy ideas, but there's so much more to Mr. Door that we do not even begin to comprehend.
Now you're falling
I need to know.
apart. The light is a poisonous, poisonous dart. Forever seeking out the darkest part. Forever, forever, forever your heart.
That was different. Ooh. Okay, post that part thoughts. I don't have a whole lot other than still I don't understand just who Ahti is, who Mr. Door is. I don't think I have a good chance of being right with his connection to Saga, but I just instantly think that we've clearly done something to anger and upset him, and he's like, I'm not playing games anymore. This is not a joke. You've done something to offend me. The only thing that I can think of is something he's written into the story. In his last rewrite, or in his last, in his scratches, I still can't believe he was the one that was scribbling, and it was Mr. Scratch who wrote Return, and now we're scratching through it and changing the narrative to help ourselves get out. I guess that would have made more sense, but I always saw him being the one that would be typing it to begin with. It really feels like a loop. Okay, I'll be right back, and we're gonna continue and see what's next.
The dark, drowning. I'm drowning. I'm drowning. No way out. There's no way out. It's deeper, deeper, deeper. This is hell. I'm in hell. I died. I wish I was dead. Let me die. I just want to sleep. Please. Let me sleep. I'm so tired. I just want to go home. I've written so much. I write. There's nothing left. It's all gone. I don't know how to write. All the words are gone. There's no more words. Where did they go? Did I eat words? I don't recognize these words. Who are the words moving? This is familiar. Why is this familiar? I've been here before. Have I said this before? I've read this somewhere. Where am I? Who am I? Wait. That's a strange name. Wait. That sounds like a character. I write the name up. I make that name up. I don't want to be a character. I don't want to be the story. Just write me out of the story. Ram these words down your throat. Make you choke on these words. Oh, I know the words. Secret words. You can't take the words. I eat the words. These are my words. Stop using the words. The words. Cult of the word. This isn't your story. It never was your story. The story is a monster. The story will eat you alive. The darkness is coming. The darkness inside. This is my story. You're in my story. Get out of my story. You are a character in my story. You can't stop the story. This story will go on forever. There's no escape. You will never escape. You will drown here. You're stuck in a loop. You don't have a clue. You're lost. You lost the plot.
You lost the plot.
I'll show you.
You lost the plot. So we got two things there. We got a new radio piece that I'm hearing to the side. This road. There is, yeah. We've seen two different versions of it, and then this road falling apart. And then this is the film that Ahti said he loves. Drowning. Drowning is very appropriate. I guess let's do... We have our safe spot. I was hoping, I think, guys, we're gonna switch back to Saga. Because we've moved forward in Alan's story. Oh, wait. Is that a movie then? KC Billboard. Oh, no. Is this what we've been hearing? And the switch is in reality? Wait. Is that the song he was singing? Yes. This is what he sang. We're told about him. You can never escape him. Yeah. The heat of the murder like a crown burning in his brow. You can never forget it. I like this. It eats your mind. Oh! Is that what that means? Nightless night? Is that Utanu? Utanu? I think so. A nightless night.
Tupen rapinan vain kuulee korvissaan. On yötön
Yeah.
se valon
It's the nightless night. Okay. We've heard that. And then, yeah, it plays by Ahti and the janitors bringing us that. Nightless night. Okay, we're switching realities. We need to help Deerfest. So is Ahti like a guardian of dimensions almost? Like somebody who watches over different realities? Saga's back. So we're finally back in Bright Falls. Our mission here is go to the sheriff's station. And I think we're ready for that because we've almost collected everything. I want to go to the case board real quick. I need to add something to this. My story still needs to progress further. Don't mind my pterodactyl. Anderson Brothers. Case solved. Overlap ritual. Cafeteria door. Whoa, Tor becoming taken. There was one more piece that I need to get here. Not taken, dark presence manipulating him. Tor not taken, dark presence manipulating him. There's something else in the in that area that I should go. Gonna need to do a cleanup episode to find some of the pieces of evidence that I missed. Murder at Cauldron Lake was completely done. Okay, I found all the pieces there. Anderson Brothers Trail of the Cult. That was all the way done. Wake and the clicker is what we're doing now. We need to get Wake out of custody. Fact versus fiction. Here. Why did Mom leave? Mom called the mind place make-believe. She didn't want me knowing about the Anderson powers. Tor and my father had problems. There was trouble. Freya took me away after that. If Mr. Dorr is in the dark place himself, multiple people can be brought into the dark place. If he went missing, something could have taken him to the dark place himself. What if... What man did Tor drive away my father? In between Mr. Tor. Mom moved away from me because of Tor. Tor wanted to apologize but never got a chance to. Our family is not bound by Wake's story. The Andersons can see through the horror story. A painting of Mom and I with Odin and Tor in Odin's room. Mom never talked about family. Logan is not dead. Huh. Who else have we seen in the dark place? Tom is sane, but he has the same face as me, which makes me think that it is me. Mr. Dorr and Tim. More there. There's definitely more there. Also, my life in Watery, I needed to find some more stuff. There's one more piece of evidence there. Although the thing is done. Case solved. Wake in the clicker. Cold of the Tree is the background case. We still have a couple more things left to solve. Actually, quite a few. Although we do have most of the people found out. Previous murders always was done. So cold stashes, we're just finishing up Bright Falls area, but I think there's one that I'm missing. Nursery rhymes are completely done. And then the last thing, Alex Casey lunchboxes, which are also done. So there's one more cold stash, which means we are ready to continue with the plot.
Oh, hello there.
Hello there. So let's go ahead and head to the sheriff's station. I checked my rooms. There was supposed to be a manuscript page here, and it's still not located here. Yeah, there's apparently one like right by me that I don't have access to. Locked door there, container there, manuscript page. Oh, I know exactly that spray paint. Is it on the hot dog stand? It should just be on the ground. Okay, let's go sheriff's station. I haven't been able to add anything to the story. On the bright side, most of our side mission stuff is done, so everything
Okie dokie. I don't like the sounds coming from the station.
should be pretty streamlined from here. Okie dokie. Bit dark in here. Oh, we need to do 6 and 7 to catch up with Alan. Wait, Scratch. Fine, Wake Scratch has been
Power's
here.
out.
Shoot.
Always a good sign.
FBC boxes everywhere. Okay. Not good. Not good at all. Ton of the flyers. See if we can place that on our case board. No, Wake in the clicker. What? What? Okay. The station has been attacked. What happened here? The Colt taken? Wake is the priority. I think it's Scratch. This isn't good. Wake better be alive.
Anyone here?
I'm here, in the closet.
Oh. You're in the closet. Oh, snap. She's injured. Something's down there. Okay, here's this note again. I think we got everything that was in here, right? What kind of nut counts toilet paper?
There's Taken inside.
Are there?
Holding cells.
Okay.
Is that where they're keeping Wake?
He would have been there.
Door's locked, though.
I'm gonna talk to her first. Cell door is blocked. Or is locked. It's probably where Wake is being held. Need to get that door open. She is the person we were supposed to
Agent
talk to.
Estevez? Is that you?
Anderson? Didn't I tell you to fuck off?
Looks like it's a good thing I didn't.
Huh.
My leg's busted, so I need your help. Listen, there is a person out there with you invaded by something that we call the Shadow, and if you don't...
Taken. Yeah, I'll handle it.
That we call the Shadow. Let's try to sneak in from this side. That's a big boy. Okay. 2 down. Running out of space. Need more batteries. Agent, what was that noise? Okay, we're good on health.
All clear, Estevez. That leg doesn't look good.
Yeah.
Feels even worse. But thanks for saving the rest of me. We should talk.
We should talk. Yes, give me 1 second. I'm just gonna check on everybody. No luck. Oh, man. They slaughtered everyone. I mean, this is probably almost most of the sheriff's department. At this rate. It's not like they have that many people working for them, and after Nightingale went through all of this?
I don't have the key.
She's gonna have to give us the key. Okay, we need to talk to her first before we do anything else. Fair enough. What happened here?
What happened here?
Casey,
Where to fucking start? We came to check out a system alert at Cauldron Lake, but it's worse than we could handle. Real boondoggle.
I'm sorry, what?
Police, my own agents. Most were invaded before we could even react.
Have you seen my partner?
Have you found my partner, Agent Casey?
Yeah, we found him. Out in the woods. He had a close encounter with the Shadow, and it did something to him.
Is he okay?
He's alive. We took him down to the morgue for an examination. Haven't heard anything since the attack.
What is the FBC doing here?
What did the FBC come here to do?
Bright Falls is the site of a recurring altered world event. The shadow is stronger than we expected. We're low on resources. Problems at HQ.
Yeah.
But we do have equipment for dealing with the shaded threat. We were just caught off guard before we could set it up.
I'm looking for Wake.
Where is Wake? I know what's going on here. Wake can fix this.
Alan Wake is a para-utilitarian. The word's a mouthful, so you know it's serious. We have him locked up in the holding cells per protocol. He's connected to the shadow in some way.
He is. You know, oh, we get to, okay. Deduction available. So if Alan was trying to write the best chance for him to get out, then maybe Alex Casey being here is not because he's a real person. He wrote him into Saga's life and wrote him into the FBI in order... Who better to solve the case and help him than his own character from his own novel? So he was able to maybe take a character that doesn't even exist in reality, pluck him from the reality of a novel, and place him into this actual environment, this reality.
Estevez, I need to see Wake. How do I get into the cell block?
Okay. Protocols don't mean that much at this point anyway. Don't make me regret this, Anderson. Until the power's back on, the door to the holding cells won't open. There's a fuse box downstairs in the basement. Here. You'll need these keys.
Okay. Thank you for trusting me.
Back into the...
Back into the...
Fantastic.
I have so many fond memories of the morgue. I love it. Estevez. The FBC locked Wake in holding cells. They believe he's associated with the dark presence somehow. There. Wake's status. Wake is trapped in the cell block lockdown. Estevez. The fuse box is in the basement of the station. Fuse box in the basement. Let's hope there's a fuse nearby. We won't be able to open the cell block doors until the power's back on. Done.
The cell door won't open without power.
Need power to disengage the locks. Fuse box in the basement. My story's not going forward. Dang it. There must be a part that we're missing. I swore the overlap, the dark presence. What is blocking me from placing more? The clicker? I hope that really comes around. Oh, I do have a... No, I don't. Okay. I thought it was a profile, but it is just for the case board. Anything else, Estevez? Do you need, like... I mean, I've got, like, 20 first aid kits on my person. Got a load of keys, too. Okay, so they got Alex.
Did you read me, Anderson?
I read you. Have you had our frequency this entire time?
Eavesdropping is a big part of the job.
Of course.
But no, I got it from your partner. Anderson, look for a fuse to replace the blown out one in the fuse box. That should get the power going again.
Yeah. On it.
FBC. Alex. Okay, I can get into here. Let's close this door real quick. I didn't have access to this before because I forgot about this, but now that we have bolt cutters, let's snip, snip, snip.
There's another cult stash.
What? Is this our last cult stash? Nice. Except now that's a bit on the nose, considering. 1. Okay, if that's 1, it's probably for the line. So 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? 4, 6, 1, 4, 6. Did I count that right? Nice. The sides. That's it. Hidden by the trees. A key for what? The lighthouse key. Getting all of them, or specifically this one, allowed us to have the lighthouse key. Oh, that's gonna be so cool to go back to. I want to do that stat. Oh, we've got to solve this pesky case and save people. Oh no. Oh, that's gonna be awesome. Previous murders, cult stashes. That's my last cult.
That's all
Case
the stashes.
closed.
These people were well prepared.
Mm-hmm. Well prepared, but not the brightest. Ironically, considering where they're from. Stash found inside the Bright Falls Sheriff Station. Found all the Bright Falls area cold stashes. A stash inside the station? Is law enforcement involved? Oh, who can I trust? Were we supposed to find that earlier? Because now we know, of course, they were involved. But was it more than just Mulligan and Thornton? Okie dokies. Grab that. I don't know why, but the shadow freaked me out. I felt like it was crawling on the... Close this. FBC's fully moved in. Alex.
Stay the fuck!
Casey! Is that you?
Anderson?
Hold your fire! I'm coming in.
I mean, it is me, but you hold on one second. Oh my goodness. Okay, wait. Casey, there shouldn't be anything left in here. We've already looted this. What? Like, what? Maybe different ones are open. My inventory's full. Shoot. I guess I'll put one of these on. And then if something bad happens, fire it away. Let me go down here first. I don't think this was open before. Save spot. Here? Down here? More of these. It's a good thing we popped that save. I've officially almost run out of space. Scratch that, I've officially run out of space, so we're gonna have to start discarding some things. I've got a lot of keys. Let me see if I can use up some stuff in a creative way for the next fights. There we go. All right, Casey, hold your fire. Let me go through here. Make sure there's nothing down here. Of course, there's a ton down here. Trays, mysterious things moving. Going bump in the night. What are those, shotgun shells? Pills. Back to here when he got thrown. Get the power working in the basement. Casey? What happened to being here? I need a fuse first. Is he in a different room? Casey! Oh my gosh, you scared me, dude.
Hey, Anderson. Like what I've done with the place?
Could use a bit more light.
Funny.
Are you okay?
How are you holding up?
Don't give me that worried look, Anderson. It's a flesh wound. Gave me a chance to have a nice chat about ex-wives with Kieran. Agent Estevez, I mean.
Making new friends, huh? I'm jealous. Are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. What's the situation on your end?
What happened back at the hotel?
What happened at the hotel?
Wake was telling the truth about the cult being after him. That thing, the dark presence, it's real too. I saw it. A fucked up monster cloud. Wake tried to warn me. It knocked me out. FBC found me in the woods later.
Is he taken though? Like, there's just something's off. I need to profile him. I hate to do this to him, but I need to. Something's off. Something doesn't make sense. It's not adding up. Casey.
I can tell something is wrong. What's happening to Casey?
I'm a goner. Swell. A shadow crawling under my skin. In my head. Call my ex. Tell her I'm sorry. Terminal case, Casey.
Something is wrong with him. He's hurt worse than he says. He's scared.
Is he scared because he's gonna become a Taken, or?
Watery turned out to be a good lead. Found the clicker and the cult. But the horror story's changing reality. Like Wake said it would. Logan, she's, the story claims she died here. But we can stop it.
Wait, Saga. What do you, Logan is gone. She has been. For a long time.
What?
Casey's affected by the horror story too.
Yeah.
I'm fighting for them all now.
He has no idea.
I'm gonna fix this, Casey. You, Logan, all of it. I just need to get the power back on first.
Yeah, give him hell, Anderson. Just remember, some things in life can't be fixed with a light switch. As for the power problem, here. I found a fuse on those poor bastards there.
Thank you.
I'll take care of it. Stay put, Casey. I'll let you know when it's safe.
I'm not going anywhere.
But if he weren't real, that is like one of the weird things. Is one of my ideas was that he was written into the story, but Saga is not impacted by elements in the horror story. So there's no way that she would believe that he was real if he wasn't actually, right? But maybe that's the twist all along, is she can't be impacted by things like Logan not being real, but she is impacted by him bringing out Alex into the story.
Good
Got
news,
it.
bad news.
Oh.
You can get to the cell block now, but the shaded hostiles that were in there are on the loose.
Thanks for the heads up.
Okay, Alex, are you sure you don't want to come with me? Where? Cancelled? Deerfest? Okay, let's just do a real quick. Wait. Excuse me, hold on. Okay. I forgot that my bolts can pierce through the darkness now, which is fantastic. I'm gonna take that back real quick, sir. Okay. Good. Worried about him. If it's not what I think it is, then what else could it be? He talks about the darkness being under him almost. As if he knows that he's gonna become a Taken over time.
More coming down.
But it's more of like a slow... You've got to be kidding me. Okay. Haha. Have fun with that. The oldest house has gone dark. What was that? The oldest house has gone dark. I can't hurt it while... Oh! Ow! That can mess me up in here? Got her. Dang! The oldest house has gone dark.
Situation is under control, Estevez. Coming back up.
I guess... Did it think that it had... I guess maybe the Dark Presence thought that it was going to take over the oldest house by... Through its corruption of... what's his name that I'm blanking on right now? Give me a second. I had just said it earlier today. The doctor. Dr. Emil Hartman. There we go. I had to go back to his legal name to get official with it. Okay, I need to take this back just in case there's something else. I kept trying to equip this. Let's bring this back, and then let's also consume one of these. Maybe it thought. Or is it referring to what we're going to see in the future? More darkness and his corrupting the whole. All right, lights are back on, which means what in the dark? When did it turn to nighttime? Was I down there that long?
Anderson, over here.
Didn't realize it took that much time.
Got a little cramped in that closet.
Can FBC send backup?
Is the FBC sending any help?
We were the help. Well, us in the lake house.
Oh.
But we still have bureau gear specifically engineered to fight this threat. It's stored in the backlot. We were setting it up when the Taken interrupted us. We have light arrays, a containment cell, etc., etc. We are not out of this fight yet.
I think it's starting to rain, too. What happened at the lake house?
What's at the lake house?
It's a bureau research facility at Cauldron Lake set up to study the effects of this AWE. When I got into town, I went there for backup. The whole station is lost, taken by the shadow. Lost a lot of agents. Barely got out myself.
What's going on?
We had a hell of a time avoiding those Taken. Ended up back here. Anyway, I wanted to warn you that we have the Kastaclysm brothers in the cells as well. They're the ringleaders of the cult of the tree. Don't let your guard down.
Wish me luck.
She got both of them.
According to the luck and probability department, it's statistically bad luck to wish people good luck during a crisis.
Thanks.
That's cute, according to the luck and probability department. Well, we already saw how bad a luck I had then anyway. Whoa. Darkness is engulfing the whole Bright Falls. Okay, it's statistically bad luck, too. Share station keys? Finally can go in here. Is that what I think it is? Oh! A puzzle. What do you mean I can't just steal this? He was searching. Yeah, because this would have been Tim's. More stuff over here. Dispatch. What's right here? Research proposal. Alan Wake and Cult Connections. Summary. In 2010, writer and suspected para-utilitarian Alan Wake was reported to have disappeared into Cauldron Lake, a known threshold site. 3 years later, a small group responsible for multiple killings was arrested in New York City by federal investigators. The murders were recreations of deaths found in the writing of Alan Wake. Interrogations with the murderers revealed that they saw Wake as a sort of prophet, describing themselves as his cult, and considered his novels to be sacred texts. As Wake was missing at the time, it's unlikely he had any personal involvement with this cult. At least there is no evidence supporting the idea. Soon after the New York cult was detained, an organization known as the Cult of the Tree began operating around Cauldron Lake, the same area Wake disappeared. This is now the second organization branding themselves as a cult with a direct physical connection to Alan Wake, operating in the location he was last seen in. I propose that this is not a coincidence and would like the permission to search for a link between Wake and the Cult of the Tree. See file 1454-53-26 for full proposal. Rejected because it's not by Dr. Darling. All the funds go to him, do recall. The Lake House, Research Facility WA-03, assuming Washington. Cauldron Lake, WA has been compromised, cause unknown. The incident was visually confirmed by Agent Estevez when she visited the facility to make contact with Dr. Marmont and Dr. Marmont, head of operations at the Lake House. The facility itself is reported to be in a damaged state, with no living staff found during a brief search. A longer search was not possible due to an active AWE in the area, requiring all available resources. Investigation and containment not possible with current personnel. Emergency dispatch of response and rescue staff is requested. The investigations department has no knowledge of the Lake House's recent research or project due to worsening communications and cooperations since headquarters went dark. As a result, this report cannot determine the incident's cause without further investigation. Refer to 9233-3215 for full incident report. Blood, even blood right there. Good grief. It's everywhere. Is this what I needed? The story? No. Still. Okay, but we do have FBC file linking Colt with Alan. Not for that. Colt working for or with someone, we can add it to that piece, which it's possible Wake is connected to the Colt. But if Scratch is identical to Wake, then this could refer to either one of them. Now we're starting to think like it. Now we're thinking in duplicates. Don't forget. Don't forget. A equals 1, B equals 2, C equals 3. Okay. But then K equals, wait, J equals 0. Right, because A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, because you got to start back over instead of doing 10. Memory, the battle to regain your mind. I'll attempt. A revolution for the brain. Experience of time and other neuroscience breakthroughs. Author PRSA. UFOs, Myth and Reality, Part 3. I remember seeing. Tricksters and Falsehoods. Author Westmore. That wouldn't be it. UFO, Myth and Reality, Part... Oh! Part 1, Part 2, Part 3. Quincy, Batson, and Westmore. Then that's probably it. Part 1, Part 2, Part 3. Sightings under the lens. So, oh my goodness. I'm just going to do a quick... we're just going to write this down. Well, I guess you could probably work backwards, but I'm just going to draw the little sheet real quick just so that I have it. But it's got to be 1 through, we can go up to 9 and then we have to start back over. So I need to visually see this. A, B, C, well, we don't need any of those, but A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, E, W, X, Y, and Z. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whoops, that was 9. 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right. Okay, so part 1 is Quincy, so that's going to be Q. So Q should be 8. And then 2 is Batson. Baby Batson. B is going to be 2. And then 3 would be Westmore, which is 5. Should be 825 if I did all of that right. This is why having a whiteboard when you're gaming is amazing. No more sticky notes. Gajillion sticky notes. 825. No? What? Is it not 1, 2, 3? Wait a minute. Yeah, Quincy, Q. 8. Is that actually it? I is 9, then J would be 0. Oh, I messed up. I messed up because I did not track 0. So I need to push everything over by 1. So actually, I'm a liar. Q should be, okay, so it should be 7. It's 7, 2, and then shift that over again. Should be 7, 2, 4. If I had to shift everything. 7, 2, 4. Why does A not start with that? What? Is it not? A is starting with 1. A is starting with 1. And then J, K, L. It's I, J, K, L. Unless it's not the people. Wait. What do you mean? What is the charge? J equals 0. Yeah, I is 9, then J equals 0. But then wouldn't it restart? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, that's what it is. W should be 3. So it should be, let me just go back over this. Quincy, Q, is 7. Batson 2, so 7, 7, 2, 3. I was off by 1. 7, 2, 3. I must have pushed it the opposite way. I think I was looking at X. 7, 2, 3. 7, 2, 3. There we go. That's it.
I'm sure Sheriff Braco wouldn't mind me borrowing this.
Nice. Stop right there, buddy boy. All accounted for. That must be all of the weapons too. Hey, don't mind if I do. Although, what do we got here? We've got the sawed-off shotgun and then the pump-action shotgun. Oh, here we go. Okay, anything else in here? Probably not. We're collecting everything. I didn't open the door.
Saga! Fucking FBI, FBC, your government fucks all fucking this up for us! Let us the fuck out!
You're the leaders of the cult.
Yeah, not gonna do.
You're not going anywhere.
Shoot.
Wake will ruin everything. Get rid of him, Saga! You fucking shot me. Typical government stooge.
He shot you.
Send me out so I can kill him, that fucker!
This is the most expression I've seen from you ever.
You know what you're dealing with, but you have no fucking idea. Let us out. You can't stop it. None of you can. We can take care of this. We've been preparing for this.
You sure about that? More FBC equipment in here. There was a file down here. I feel like y'all are missing some important pieces of information. Aren't we all? But okay, this is Scratch. Another piece of Scratches.
Agent Young held his clipboard up to the light. The equipment was all accounted for. He ticked the boxes, satisfied. A noise on the other side of the back lot made him pause. He peered into the darkness. Nothing. Shrugging, he signed and dated the form. Estevez wanted everything ready, just in case. Young appreciated a cautious leader. Estevez had held it together even after the oldest house had gone dark. Young began to head inside. The local sheriff's station was a tight fit, but at least they had a coffee machine.
Always.
Young felt optimistic. They even had the para-utilitarian in custody already. Another clatter behind him. Closer this time. He turned, hand on his holster. He called out to the darkness.
This station has been seized by the Federal Bureau of Control. You're not authorized to be here.
Suddenly, the lights flickered, went off. Young couldn't see a thing. Then from inside the station, the screams began.
Okay, so what did Alan write in? The para-utilitarian was already in custody. Suddenly the lights... Why would he write suddenly the lights flickered? Went off. Young couldn't see a thing. Then from inside the station, the screams began. He wrote Scratch into... Okay, so maybe if Scratch can write him into doing some things, or the story to be perfect for him to take over, Alan can write Scratch to do certain things? I guess I wouldn't have expected that. I would have thought he wouldn't be allowed to touch Scratch in any sort of way. Still nothing. Not letting you guys out, but nice try. Nice attempt.
Need to find the key.
Not this key. Alan?
Saga.
His outfit.
Do you have it?
You and I need to talk.
You wrote Logan into the story. You told me yourself. From the dark place.
Listen!
The rain in the back.
Is coming. He's close. He's almost here.
My daughter is dead because of you. She's a child. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I'm trying to fix this. I will fix this. I'll save everyone, but we're running out of time. I need the clicker.
I do have it. I feel like you trying to save everyone.
I have the clicker. You will fix this. You will save my daughter. Promise me.
Yes, I promise. But we're out of time. Hurry!
Oh no.
Don't fucking give it to him! He's a fucking monster, Saga! There it is. We've been waiting for you, motherfucker. I'm gonna fucking destroy you!
No! No!
Yeah.
Scratch. He was pretending to be Wade.
This whole time? I should have seen that was him.
Scratch is here.
How did I not know the whole time? How did I still think that for some reason I thought it was him? Even in the last couple episodes, I should have known that this was Scratch and not Alan. I don't know who to trust. Of course, the moment you started, why did that take me forever? I can be so on the nose. Like, I can think of the most obscure things and make connections. But how come when something is so blatantly obvious, I cannot see it when it's right in front of my face? Of course, the entire time. And I should have especially known once we learned that Alan, for sure, he had written himself into return. Why did that just not occur to me? Oh my gosh. I'm so busy trying to make obscure connections that I can't see what's in front of my face.
The containment unit isn't prepped, but the light array should affect it.
How do I activate the lights?
I can turn them on from here.
Oh my gosh.
You need to prime the 3 power.
Okay. Oh, sugar shacks. This is your story, and I was a fool. I have been an absolute fool. I gotta get these power cores. I am so mad at myself in every way possible. He's right there.
He's too fast.
Ah, he was so close to getting the clicker from us. How did I not know? We need to slow him down somehow. He is extremely fast. Okay. Ow. Okay. Come on. Get it, girl, get it, get it! One on. He smacked the heck out of me. There. Run over here, girl. Come on. Come on, Saga. He's coming.
Another core activated.
Only one left. Doing great.
I'm stuck in a... Oh my goodness. Oh. Okay, it's screeching. Pull it. Oh, how I've missed the power cores. Oh, Scratch. It was stupid Scratch.
Scratch was here. He'll be back. What the fuck do we do now?
Yeah. I think it was because I told myself, I kept telling myself that, oh, we're going back to when Alan was in the dark place. I think I wrote myself into believing that we were going to have a connect. Like, yeah. Ooh. I was so sure that we were seeing the past, and like, because I thought that would make for a good plot too, is at the beginning of the story for Saga, he comes out of the water. But yeah, now Alan's the one scratching things out. Or it would make sense that Alan created Scratch when he does revisions to his own writing too. So maybe Scratch is who's... The soundtrack has been phenomenal for this game. It reminds me how much I loved the radios in Cyberpunk, especially the songs that were created from the fan-made songs, if you will. I feel like on some level you could take all of this as like, I guess, the maybe like symbolism of Scratch becoming, first of all, Alan being para-utilitarian, his words have power. But in his mind, if he scratches things out, it erases it, but it doesn't actually erase it. When you scratch something out, the writing that you've put onto the page is still there. It's just been crossed over. It still was breathed, like life was still breathed into it. So it becomes this monster that is frustrated because Scratch could represent that those words that never get spoken, the words that never see the light of day, because they're written over and they're replaced. And so they grow resentment and frustration and feel tossed to the side and feel like they weren't good enough. There's almost like the rejection of the what could have been in the story. And I like that piece to it. Especially when we can start considering Alan as a para-utilitarian and having the ability, almost like, I guess in some way, he's a person of, I talked about like people of power, because you have objects of power, you have altered items, but like people of power that have the ability to alter reality just with, well, specifically typically like one skill. So for him, it's his writing is able to change reality. And so for another person, it could be their, something else, right? It could be the music, Gods of Asgard. It could be any kind of art, especially with the darkness, manipulating it. The true tortured artist. Okay, I would like us to go up to the lighthouse if it's possible. I don't know how we're picking back up in this next section, but we'll at least start the next part. And then what we'll end up doing is just run over to the lighthouse and probably end there. Depends on where we start. Yeah, Wake attacked. How did I not realize? I'm gonna run outside and... Yeah. I'm actually really upset because Yako was super cute. Sorry, you hate to see it. It's a waste of a... The FBC brought powerful light rays to subdue the Taken. Here we go. We're finally getting... This might have been the piece that I was missing. Light and dark presence. Please be the piece I was missing.
Dark presence is vulnerable against bright light.
Yeah.
At least that makes sense.
Bright light weakens. The dark presence can provide the protection for later. So we're still locked out. There's profiling to be done. There's radius to be had. Dark, twisted, and cruel. Ooh. And who can we profile? Wake. I was so foolish. So foolish.
I assumed Wake escaped the dark place.
Yes.
Is it possible he's still there?
The big apple in an ocean of darkness. Gone diving. Note from my editor. You're using the wrong tense. Trapped in a loop. My friends will meet him when I'm gone.
My friends.
Still trapped in the dark place. Maybe he always was.
I feel so ridiculous for missing that. It was right there in front of me the whole time. I was so obsessed with the story. Yeah. Deduction available. Wake has been contacting me from the dark place. I was so obsessed with the time. Like a time loop. Scratch or Wake? Wake's trapped in the dark place.
Wake is trapped in the dark place. He's been reaching out, communicating with me in the overlaps.
Wake is in the dark place. Been there the entire time. Definitely there now. Wake has been contacting me from the dark place. How to rescue Wake. Here we go, but now... So if that really wasn't him... How? How do we begin to get him out, for real? Wake is in the dark place, been there the entire time, definitely there now. Scratch wanted the same thing as Wake, the clicker, because then he would have no weakness possible. Their goal were the same. Could mean Scratch and Wake are one and the same, or just a coincidence. I mean, it could be two halves to the same coin. He could, yeah, be returned by... I wish you could zoom in because... No, it definitely says returned by Alan Wake. We're having a severe case of multiple personalities here. Still no pieces there. Okay. This is such an odd time to do this. But I'm actually going to run us over to Watery.
Who knows? If it's not one thing, it's the other.
I think they've got the Costco brothers locked up in.
Oh? Why would you be worried about the brothers being locked up in there? Let's hope I can even make it over there. People are snapping photos. What is the state of this? This is a crime scene, not something to go on your social media tic-tac. Get selfies with the... Selfies where the showdown happens. Okay, I have not seen your character model at all, I don't think. The mustaches, they're spreading. Here, the page was just early. Or maybe I needed to go further into the story. The cult finds the clicker. This is a local girl.
After getting his hands on the FBC files, Ilmo Kastaclysm knew what he was up against. He masterminded the cult, his and Yako's army, to fight the fucked up horror lurking under the lake, and a plan to keep those feds in their bunker by the lake in the dark. Outsiders would only screw things up. The Kastaclysts sabotaged the FPC's monitoring station and rigged it to alert them when something was brewing at the lake. One time months later, when the alarm rang, they drove to the lake again, ready for a fight. But this time, they didn't find any monsters. Something else washed ashore. The light switch. They'd read how Wake had stopped Jagger with it in the stolen files. From that point on, whenever the cult caught someone taken over by the shadow, they cut out the monster's heart, pushed the switch into the hole, and flicked it.
Right. To make sure that they couldn't keep moving. They'd read how Wake had stopped. So he wrote that into it. Local girl. The Costco brothers, cult of the tree. This might be one of our final... Whenever the cult caught someone taken. Ritual, what was it? Boom. That's still not done yet. There's still one more piece to it. How did they figure out how to use it? Trial and error? No. Stolen records. That piece. Is there anything else popping up on the map? Any other pieces of information? I see the lockbox in the back, which I do need to go back to that container eventually. But I'm going to leave the rest there. I'm hoping that it lets me go to Watery. I want to see what's in that lighthouse. I know that there's a ton of supplies. It's also extremely dark here. I know we're in the middle. I know a lot of things have happened, but real quick, let me just pack it up and go to Watery and just explore a nice little lighthouse. Take a little excursion. Scratch. Ilmo. Yako and Ilmo. I did not see one of them dying. It's also really creepy here at night. Really creepy. My place is currently unavailable. Oh, it was because I was still too close. Is the dog still in there?
And now, the sheriff's station? Did you hear?
Hear what?
Apparently, they locked up that crime writer, you know, the one who disappeared in Bright Falls years ago.
Hey, Mayor.
They find him, and boom!
Do you have anything to say about this?
Big city folk, the FBI,
No.
famous writers. Ugh, they're all bad luck if you ask me.
I'm gonna store some of my stuff in here. I can't store any of my stuff. Oh, great. They're all bad luck, if you ask me. Wish I could take a little scooter up there. Certainly be easier. Can use the flares. I need to just spend some of these. Whoa! What are you doing out in the middle of nowhere on the road? What? I guess I can't equip that for some reason. I'm not gonna begin to understand. I missed the most obvious thing that was right in front of my face. It pains me. Okay, we're equipping this. I mean, this would definitely be better to do in the middle of the day. But I wanted to complete all of the side stuff before we move forward in the story. The last thing. Must be like a huge cold cache pile. But it could also give us some more information inside of the lighthouse on completing the Kastaclysm's involvement and creation and everything of this. Pop a save. Oh, also, speaking of doing things, let's go ahead and consume all of this. Heal up. I'm actually gonna use both. Oh, wait, I have another one here. And then resave. Yeah, I see the blood on me. Should be in the clear though now. Dang. Cold involvement and all, I do feel terrible for him losing his brother. Okay, what do you got in here? Ooh. Okay, re-up on that. Oh, my extra pouch! The final pouch. Perfect. Extra ammo. We've got letters galore. Oh, I've been pushed. And opening a letter now. Ilmo resists the dark presence. The summoning.
Ilmo Kostko had jolted awake from a nightmare. He was drenched in sweat. In the dream, he'd been covered in blood, gleefully murdering people, his friends. When his twin brother had tried to talk sense into him, he had murdered Yako as well. Ilmo slammed his fist into his temple so hard it hurt. The dream made him feel sick. The dark force of the lake was growing stronger. It was trying to make Ilmo and Yako something they were not. Trying to turn them into Ilmari and Yakopi Huatari from the early days of Watery.
Oh.
But they were the Kastaclysm brothers. Their mother had not raised them to become murderers. They had backbone. They had honor. They had finished Sisu.
Sisu.
Something bad was coming. The hidden device they had hooked to the FBC station had been intercepting alarms like crazy the past few days. Ilmo would make sure his cult was ready for war. Out in the night, the story seeking to give birth to an overlap in Watery drifted on, looking for another pair of men more prone to corruption.
Actually, the reading was different there. And I thought it was scratched out for a second, but I think they said crazy crazy murderers, was it? I thought I read crazy monsters. I was like, monsters. They had backbone. Ilmo. That should be a piece to it, but I'm gonna collect everything before. Flashbang. Before we do that. There's more of those. I'm not too worried about it.
This has got to be an Ilmo idea.
Satellite dish, shadow monster, light ray 3000, generators. Mirrors draw light from the main light thing? Okay, we think it's silly, but what if it comes back later? I don't know. It seems stupid. But they might be onto something. He's getting prepared. The cult of the tree was born. Manuscript pages found. This was for the heart. So we're still finding pages from all the way back here. I can't wait. I want to try to find
They're
return.
too old to fight monsters. The torchbearers are done. We need something new. Ilmo took a long drag from the joint and handed it to his brother. They'd been drinking and smoking all night. That thing from the lake was not a man, and the government's trying to hide it. Ilmo gestured at the files they had stolen from the research station. The strange seal with an upside-down pyramid. The Federal Bureau of Control. We need to keep the feds away. Deal with this our way. We need an army of our own. Yako smiled. He loved to watch his brother come up with his ideas. Ilmo's gaze swam. He was seeing double. The pyramid on the folder was a spruce tree. A tree, he thought. A fucking tree. It was a sign. We'll make the woods scary again. So fucking scary, no one will set foot in them at night. That's how we'll keep people safe. We'll be a legend. We are the cult of the tree, and we watch in the night. We're gonna need scary masks. Energized, Yako chugged a bottle of Ama beer in one go.
We need an army of our own. Alan wrote in, we need an army of our own. But if Scratch was the one to write this originally, why would he write the creation of the cult of the tree? Because that, like he said, that just gives them the ability to keep people out of the woods. And I would think that Scratch would want to cause as much chaos and have as many people just complete destruction as much as possible, no? Oh, oddly enough, none of that goes into the... Oh, wait. We do have one new one. The dark force of the lake was growing stronger. It was trying to make Ilmo and Yako to be something they were not. But maybe Scratch can only slightly alter reality. So it still has to be like that existed, and that wasn't done because of him. It was done because they wanted to still.
No.
Wait, the dark force. Dark presence. How does the dark... Now we got it! Yes! Yes, our one piece of missing evidence. I'm free! The longer this goes on, the more people will get hurt. So the cult of the tree was already existing, but Scratch was able to write more into them to confuse them, if anything. He felt like he was drowning. With every cough, the black hole grew bigger. He imagined looking through it into the darkness. The black hole grinned. And we've seen the conversation of a black hole multiple times. This man was dying pneumonia. The dark presence used his fear and pain. Emmett Elwood had had enough. They reached at him with their unwashed hands. He'd beat them down. Beat them until they no longer moved. The dark presence used his phobia, amplified it into hate. He'd been on the trail of the writer forever, Nightingale, the writer he despised. He'd been caught, murdered. He was reborn out of hate. Nightingale hated Wake. Did that darkness use that hatred? Cynthia had loved Thomasine, hatred, lust, like intense emotions of any direction, I think. Tom only had eyes for Barbara. They'd be together now. She sank into the dark water, into Tom. Cynthia had an unrequited love. Did the dark presence twist her feelings for Tom to corrupt her? No one will find her corpse, but a secret like this doesn't die. It grew inside them, the darkness taking over.
The dark presence uses people's weaknesses to corrupt them. Their guilt, fear, even their love.
Yeah, Thornton and Mulligan's guilt was a door for the dark presence when they accidentally killed that woman. Well, dark presence uses a person's desire, anger, guilt, fear, etc. to corrupt them, right? So there's more. Find evidence. Overlap, but that actually concludes all of the pieces that we have right now. So until we find more evidence, that's as much as we're gonna get out of. Okay, let's get back to... We're gonna get back to Bright Falls. Let me just double check on the map to make sure we're good with that place. See if I missed anything else. Nope, we're good. All right, Watery is done. Yeah, Watery's also done. Watery, Bright Falls. Now we just have to be thorough and see if we find a manuscript on the ground anywhere. We've got a couple missing pieces with that, but for the most part, we found a lot of stuff. let's save here, and then I think this is where I will pick back up, because from here we'll hop. So we'll start the next episode where I hop into the car and see you guys in Bright Falls for when we deal with the aftermath of the Scratch attack. Ugh, I'm still kicking myself for not seeing the obvious reality that wasn't Alan. I think I just, looking back, I was so overcome with excitement that he was back, and it literally said return Scratch all over the dark place. And I guess I had just assumed that we were dealing in the past every time we were in the dark place, which doesn't make sense because there were so many times that he would talk to Saga and the story was being actively written. I just wanted to believe that it was him, which is actually brilliant in of itself because it shows just how manipulative the whole dual dynamic Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde of Scratch and Alan is, because even though I felt like I knew how they portrayed themselves and I thought I knew how Alan acted and his facial expressions and all of that, I still was tricked by Scratch. And just imagine what Scratch could do with that to his loved ones, and if we had not triggered the transition into Scratch. This game is brilliant, and we still don't have our answers as to Mr. Door. There's so much more I want to do in that. I feel like every single time I want to get back into the dark place, those segments feel a lot shorter than Saga's portions, but I think that's because there's a lot more to explore in Saga's areas. So I feel like I've just spent a lot more time with her than I have in the dark place, or maybe the last 2 episodes in the dark place just happened to be really short. We are now at, I think, chapter 7 for Saga, and that's where we left Alan. So I'm trying to keep them together for the most part. So I think this is a good stopping point, and then we'll pick back up. We'll continue Saga's story for a little bit, then we'll switch back over to Alan. But I hope that, I know I think we're definitely getting close to the conclusion, especially based off of the maps that I've collected and everything. There is one more large map to get in the dark place too that we need to see. And that might be in the upcoming segment when we find another murder, because we have one more initiation to rewrite. The initiation to return Scratch to the dark place. I want to know what happens to Scratch when we get rid of it. I don't, there's still a lot of stuff is convoluted. A lot of stuff is just reading between the lines and imagining things and piecing crumbs together. But I've thoroughly enjoyed getting to bring you guys my crazy ideas and connecting to previous games, and especially with upcoming excitement and anticipation for new titles to drop from Remedy. It's going to be it's just a great time to get into this series, to have played it and everything. I feel like I'll be better prepared than ever before for what's to come in the future. So thank you so much for taking time out of y'all's lives to watch this, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye, YouTube.